Huh? Where am I? Who are you? No, I know who you are, but thanks for watching. Where am I? Help, I'm so lost and I don't know. Oh, what's this? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Help. Hey, hello? Oh, good, he's coming towards us. Do you know the way out of here? I'm so incredible. Oh, he's coming faster. Ah! Excuse me, I'm lost. Could you help me find the way out, please? Nope. I'm out. Go! Go! So that was fun, wasn't it? A nice little dream sequence about being chased by a shulker monster. Nice ha-ha, funny. At this point, I'd normally be coming in to ask you to like and subscribe. But this world alone has been open for 7 hours, plus the editing time that had to happen. So this time, I am not asking you to like and subscribe. I am telling you, like and subscribe, or our new buddy, the Shulker monster, might just be forced to push that button. Do it. Push the like button now. Hey guys, and welcome back to Minecraft! My name is Twitchi, playing on my publicly available server. I spent so long lining that up and I still smashed my face. Here in front of my latest builds, and I have encountered a problem that I think almost every Minecraft player encounters at some point or other. Shulker boxes spread all over, well, it's chests, but ignore that, my Minecraft world. This has become such a problem that I actually had to leave my last base. Here we are at Close Encounters Farm, and if I run down this big shaft here, land nicely. The reason I moved out of this place is look how manual this sorting system is. I do not want to go through chests ever again, and indeed look at all these Shulker boxes I've got lying around. Even at the new build, things are getting a little bit out of hand and I don't even have anywhere to sleep. So I think over on that edge of this wonderful crater here, we can see a series of plateaus there and above my head there. And I feel like today I'm going to build myself a mega billionaire mansion to try and make myself a home that is worthy of myself and also somewhere to hide a storage room. The bit that I'm going to live in and entertain my guests will be located rather, on this plateau that happens before a valley in the mountains around the crater. I feel that it's really a good idea to establish a floor level when I start building, and so that's the first thing I'm doing here. I've put a lip on the edge of my building, and then I have a little moss terrace, and then we're going to have the building proper. Putting the frame up has given me a good idea of the size that I want to do, and so I'm going to go in and lay a rather simple floor. I've gone with polished andesite and polished tuff here. I'm a very colourful guy, so I find it quite useful to have a relatively monochrome background, or rather a less saturated background to put my builds upon, so that the colours I choose can sing in the environment. And of course, a beautiful building like this will not only have one floor. I'm working on the second floor here, and one of the biggest things I was trying to do was make this not stand out too much in the environment, more rather sits within the environment around it and mimics the hills that it is sat within. Definitely worked on my technique for laying glass panes by the end of this build here. There was quite a few, 9 stacks of black stained glass panes there. Even though I had just talked about how I like to have a monochrome background for all of my builds, one colour that I was going to allow myself here is the colour that I am surrounded with anyway, the colour that permeates this build whether I wanted it to or not. That's of course the green of the grass everywhere. So I went ahead and put a green glass roof on this, just so if you were flying overhead it wasn't too jarring of white. And then all around on the different terraces that I had laid out, I started by putting stone down, but don't worry, that's not just for stone, it's so they could then later on go through and moss the whole thing. I went back and forth on whether to leave the moss carpets in place, but decided to remove them all in the end, and a few little details just to tidy it up. Oh yeah, would you look at that? Looking absolutely amazing. If we zoom in and have a look at this, there's a beautiful little slab sat on the side of the area there. It's looking amazing setup. Somehow we need to bring a little something down here, but we will figure that out. Let's fly on over and have a look. As we get a little bit closer, you can see some details coming in. We've got some bushes at the front, got maybe like antenna off the side here. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what these things are, but they are nice little details. We get to the front path here. Hello, how are you doing? We can wander on in. To the right, we've got a small little entertainment area. This is where I'll be keeping my guests happy. We've got ourselves a pool table and of course a bar with some bartenders behind. The armor stands are being populated as zombies and stuff bring me different bits of armor, and we will make that work. We've got ourselves an amazing little arcade cabinet here. You can beep, beep, boop with it. I'm not sure about the banners on the side, but the actual unit itself looking great. These are just some banners. I was trying to make numbers. They got messed up. I put them aside somewhere, and I was like, you know what? These can be used for other things. This over here, heed the sign. This is a trap. Do not enter. If you walk in, you will have to find out which 3 buttons you have to press in order, with everything else, including that pressure plate, cancelling out what happens. So good luck if you want to come along and walk around in my place. Do not go in there. You are warned. It's going to be an AFK spot for me, but I'll know where to go. And then over here, we've got a nice little seating area. Couches, if you will. I was looking online for different things to put into, you know, billionaires' places. And, like, the only thing they have, literally the only thing they have is tables and couches. Like, that's it. That you'd think, like, audio systems or TVs or projection rooms or stuff like that. No, that's all hidden away. Everything that's in the entertainment sector is just places to sit down. Here's my least favorite item here, but still pretty cool. Got ourselves a little indoor fountain. I'm wondering whether we actually want to take a little stream rivulet coming out of there. I think that would be pretty nice. Have a little stream that goes down towards the crater. Almost everything ends up pouring into the crater. But to talk about the next bit, I've said that I was going to tell you what was going to happen with the back here. There is no back, and we need to talk about that because I want to put my storage system in here. I want to put a lift over there, storage system here, few crafting devices, bulk underneath. Yeah, let's talk about the storage system that I want though. To fully set you up here, I need to talk about Hermitcraft. Hermitcraft is a server that I've been following for a very long time now, way over a decade. And in Series 9, a bunch of people came together and did some amazing builds. But what I'm particularly looking for is off over this ridge here. We've got the greatest roofs ever made, to my humble opinion, but I want to look inside this skeleton. Xsiuma Void was a creator, or still is a creator, that I follow quite regularly, at least when he puts out, and in here is somewhere that I really want to have a look at. This is his shulker box storage. He keeps a whole bunch of shulkers that are useful mainly for being inside his ender chest. You could maybe think about this layout here as the contents of his ender chest. I love this idea, and it's actually really difficult to implement. Let's go somewhere else and show you what I mean. So behind me we have Xsiuma Void's system extracted out. This is actually, I say Xsiuma Void's, his buddy Cybot's system. He's the man who knows all of the redstone. Well, Xsiuma Void does know the redstone as well, but Cybot is the guy, the genius that comes up with these plans. So the problem is, if you were just to let an item go into here, the hopper, I can't remember whether it will pull it all the way down or it'll just push it into the first one. You know what? Let's go find out. I had a system I was testing just here. Let's remove this line. So we're going to take some redstone out and put another hopper on top. So if I was to just throw some redstone in, it all goes into here. Ah, beautiful. But what if we wanted to get some redstone torches in there afterwards? Well, unfortunately, they're immediately going to go in there. So one of the things you need to do is to set this up like so. Despite the fact that the redstone torches are passing through, so this one, all the redstone blocks got nicely put away, but the redstone torches, where are they? Oh, they made it all the way down to the bottom here. Even some of the redstone blocks didn't make it all the way through, so you need quite a complex system. I was thinking maybe I could just do something where I checkerboard things back and forth. This sent me off on a huge, great big, long discovery of redstone here, trying to build systems that will pulse multiple times and let the items filter down. Eventually going to take this this contraption out from the world and learning how to make this work. But after all of this, I've discovered that this is by far the best way to do it. So I'm just going to be copying this system out here. Takes the items from your input and makes sure that they get put away in the correct places. Yeah. And pow! An absolute beast of a system we've put together here. I'm going to go ahead and just throw some items in this chest here and let that roll through. We should very quickly start to see some of these repeaters start flashing there. Look at that, beautiful. So these ones lock and let things flow. We should actually be able to see items being passed through in small little groups that get passed down and held in the chest. A cool thing to note is that if we put down a box that's just like full of random things, the chests will not go in there. But if I was to put down a different shulker box, let's put it in this one over here. Are you kidding, sir? Where are you? Hello? I heard there, pillagers. I heard pillagers somewhere. The chests that now make their way down the system here will go into the first available spot for them. So that's how this entire system works. I've got all of these shulker boxes over here that I need to deal with. That's exactly enough in here. Let's just jump up to put this 5 rows of 19. I can't remember what the maths for that works out to off the top of my head, but it's quite a bit. 70 odd shulker boxes. It was over a stack of chests were needed, and I think we're just all about to have some fun times here. I mean, getting myself... Actually, I should have eaten before I got into this fight. What is wrong with me? Let's run around sideways so they all shoot behind me, and now I can hopefully do this. Of course, I've got smite on my my sword, not sharpness, so that might give me a little bit of a problem here, but I know how to fight and everything should work out in my favor. The other thing to... Oh, hello, lots of arrows there. The other thing to notice is that the redstone torches got put in this box. They didn't filter their way down into this box, so it's a priority system running from the top to the bottom and then goes in that order. So whatever it encounters first is where it will get put into place. Then anything that can't find anywhere to live will be put into this hopper here, and we're going to fire stuff down to the multi-item sorters that are going to be responsible for each of my little storage rooms. I like to have like a nether room and a potion room and, you know, different rooms for different stuff. I'm about halfway through the, shall we call it, the programming process of this. I'm going through and putting down boxes and deciding what goes in them. Across the top, we've got all the colors, and then we've got the different shades of monochrome down the side here. This is going to be where I put all my stained glass, concrete powders, terracottas, stuff like that. We've then got the woods going across here. Most of them actually disappointingly empty. That's a problem we'll talk about in a second. Stone, calcite. We're going to have like various hard materials underneath. I've got a lighting box, but I've been procrastinating because this is a lot. I've gone and gathered up all of the some of the boxes around, put them down, started trying to figure out where things belong. There's some rough categories emerging, but one of the things that I did to fill my time was to make a dispenser. Yes, this is a machine that when you press the button, you get one dispenser. All I need to do is keep the sticks, the string, the cobblestone, and the redstone topped up, and you get a fresh dispenser dispensed every time, as long as you don't go too fast. But the wooden button actually stops you going too fast, so that's okay. If you go too fast, the bow doesn't get passed through the system quick enough, and you end up with redstone filling up this central crafting space we're going to go with. Yeah, let's go with that. Bow made at the top gets passed down to a barrel, which then a hopper takes out. That has to happen because the hopper would just pull all of these ingredients out. We don't want that. We don't want that. So I put the barrel in between, and it also happily conducts the redstone signal to all the places I need to put it. Small blob of redstone on top of the crafter at the back also powers the dispenser that dispenses the dispenser. Yes, it's a dispenser. I don't know if I mentioned that. Over here, you can see how this works. I put some items in here, that's something like the dispensers, and it will go past all of these because they are all full. Oh, I've moved my redstone box. That's going to be awkward. My redstone box was supposed to be there to catch stuff. Okay, cool. All right, I'm sure they didn't get down here fast enough. The reason that I needed to make sure that would happen, I think, have they been dropped off already? Maybe. I should have checked how many dispensers we had. 10 does seem like quite a lot. You know what? Let's put another few in. Let's do that better. Here's 8 going into there. We've got 10 dispensers. Nowhere for them to go up above. The flashing light here tells us that the system is active. And I believe I can even sit here and watch this. It will take a small moment for them to get down, but there's the first 4. And then the next 4 should arrive almost instantly. Beautiful. Another thing I've been doing whilst I've been procrastinating is looking at the fountain that I had over here. Didn't like it. It was rubbish. It was far too basic. So I thought I might do some weird little funky voodoo to make myself a much nicer looking fountain that fits a bit better in this new stairway that I'm building to get us down here. I don't know if you can see the subtle T in the frog lights there. That's a small element that I'm putting in there. But I'm actually going to perform some magic. Watch me do this here. We're just going to break the glass, and that's going to trickle its way down. Nothing really unusual here because the water goes towards the largest drop, and every time the largest drop is the way I want it to go. But the actual voodoo is because these blocks are below the water, I can go around and remove them, and totally vanilla gameplay, I can have this structure just standing here. I think that's a much nicer way of doing this. I didn't know whether the back trapdoor was necessary, but I kind of felt like it added a little something. Anyway, I said that all of these boxes needed to be filled, and the few that I don't have filled are like all my my trees. Should I try and fill up? Let's empty my inventory first. Okay, so I'm going to just basically take down all of these, and I could just go to my last storage room and be like, okay, let's fill this up and make sure there's stuff in every slot. I have no idea whether I picked that. I did not. There we go. Beautiful. Make sure there is room in every slot. I think I found a flaw to this system. Literally just that you watch me discover it live here. Did I pick it up? Dark oak, spruce. Okay, cool. We're going to go fly and fill up these boxes with things like saplings and logs and, of course, leaves. Let's have a quick look around. Did I bring my spyglass? I did. So it's all acacia over that way. So we got some jungle over there. That's nice. I'm particularly looking for spruce, which should be, yeah, just over there. Beautiful. The birch forest, though, I know there's some way over that way, which we can't see because the mountain's in the way. Let me just come up over here. I know there's some, oh, it's behind the city. Beautiful. That's just what I needed. It's literally, oh, you can see it right there, but I don't think that's going to count for the video. Anyway, my point is it's really far up away and really hard to spot, so maybe there's some more. There's some birch. Okay, so we're just going to fly in this direction and grab a bunch of the stuff. Or at least I would have done if I didn't realise that was someone else's base at the time. Well, anyway, I'm going to grab most of what I need. Well, the first 2 of what I need from the outside of my own base. We've got oak and birch out there. That's nice and easy to grab. Go around, take down all the logs, let the leaves decay till I've got enough to replant what I need to, and then grab the leaves. I felt like it was very important to sleep with the mushrooms whilst I was out exploring, and my exploration brought me to this jungle. I wasn't so big on ecological destruction at this point, indeed waiting for a little bit for some saplings so that I could replant some of these jungle trees, but that really started to prove itself to be quite a bottleneck, and also I started to realise there was no point. Here on this Forever server, we do prune chunks every now and then if no one has really done anything substantial in them, and this doesn't doesn't really count as substantial, so they're probably going to get reset at some point, and so not really worth replanting. And this pass here really shows how much I just come along, destroy everything, let most of the leaves decay so I get saplings, and then go through with my silk touch axe and grab a whole bunch of leaves to fill out the rest of my box. I'm not a heartless man though. This singular tree stood in the plain all on its own. I wasn't going to take this down and then replant it and try and like get enough saplings and leaves and stuff to fill a box with this. That just wasn't going to work for me. So we went over, found ourselves a dark oak and pale oak over here, ripped this down, or at least as much as I felt like I needed. Only got myself one creaking heart, but that's enough. That gives you a farm, right? And then you can get going and do the whole thing. Found myself a giant cave. I've given the camera night vision here. On the way out, you can not have night vision and see quite how dark it was when I was trying to make my way through there. I love that you can see the city in the background of this shot of me taking down the entire of this cherry grove. So heartless, in fact, that I take down the logs for the beehive as well. He's going to get reset. I don't care at this point. I have absolutely destroyed my elytra now, but you know what, let's take another little look at that. 87 out of 400, that's a lot, but we've now gone through and filled up all of these boxes, so there's no room for anything else. A few of them I need to go through and let's take this mango, take some logs out and be like, okay, well, we need some planks in there at some point, and we will definitely need that. So just to expand those like that, but it's mostly done, it's mostly good. Hello. So I can now throw in anything I want once again. Go with the dispenser of dispensers, and let's swap these around this time. So these are the way that I like to keep them in my shulker box. I've got my shulker box of equipment. Let's put that over there to keep the empty spot up, free, and then we're going to have my redstone box here. Throw in the dispenser, and it should all filter through. 18 coming to 19. 19, beautiful, magic, love that, that's amazing. I guess I still need to do a few more though. That is looking amazing. I started today wanting to make myself a good place to live, and I think I have achieved it. This is the entrance to my storage system. It is literally just the top, the porchway, if you will. We're going to have an entrance down here and an entrance up here somewhere. There'll be two more in the side of the cliff. Of course, we've got the entertainment area, the random trap for people. I mean, I say it's a random trap. I pressed the wrong button. It's somewhere for me to sleep, and if you just come in and press the right buttons, you just need to know which buttons to press. The door will open for you, and you wander on through there. Not sure what to do with this bit. Thinking maybe plants or something like that. Of course, the dispenser and the area to store my spare shulker boxes. The unpainted ones are ones that I don't know what to do with right now, but that is fine because this is a system that will evolve over time as I build new pallets for building or get more materials, like I need a deep dark chest and stuff like that, then it will expand amazing. And I said that with this wasn't going to be anything other than the top of the build, because of course it can go down there, open up to a much larger area where we will store many more things. But I think with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys next time, where I think we will be building, we'll at least be excavating out underneath, and maybe we've got some other big builds to get on with. There's some transport systems and some trident golf. So I'll see you then. When we're gonna do that. Bye.